Today, we will discuss about some more methods of preparation of aldehyde and ketones. Yesterday, we completed the preparation of aldehyde and ketones from different type of alcohols. Today, we will discuss our more methods, in which the first method is the ozonolysis of alkenes. Means we will start from alkenes now. So alkenes can be converted into aldehyde and ketones by using reductive ozonolysis reaction, in which first of all the alkene will react with the ozone in any inert solvent, and this will get converted into molozonide, and this molozonide is an unstable intermediate which with rearrangement will get converted into ozonide, and this ozonide is not isolable. Means first of all this particular complex will get converted into molozonide, then molozonide will undergo fragmentation, and after fragmentation they will be rearranged and they will get rearranged to ozonide. So ozonide will be synthesized, and after ozonide formation there will be reduction, and after that this particular ozonide will get converted into, you can clearly see that this particular bond will break and this particular bond will break. So this particular molecule, for example, now this is a case, whatever the alkene we have taken, accordingly the aldehyde or ketones will be synthesized. For example, here aldehyde molecule is being synthesized and one ketone is synthesized, so we can clearly say that here two are the R groups, here one R group is here and one is hydrogen, right? So it will get converted into aldehyde and this moiety will get converted into the ketone. For example, this is a particular case, the above case I am telling you that this is the particular reaction, that is ozonolysis of the alkenes, which convert alkene into aldehyde and ketones. For example, this is a kind of alkene. Now we can simply say that this bond will be broken down and carbon-carbon multiple bond are attached with one another. This carbon will get attached itself to oxygen and this carbon will attach itself to another oxygen. So this will become converted into HCOH, so formaldehyde, right? And after this one we can prepare this one propanol from this particular moiety, right? So similarly we can have this particular molecule. This can be converted into two molecules of the acetaldehyde. Similarly, this is another example in which we will have the cyclohexanone and the other moiety will be acetone. And similarly, this is another type of the cyclic alkene in which this bond will be broken down and this is particularly get converted into C double bond OH group and this will get converted into C double bond OH group, right? So this is the method by which we can prepare aldehyde and ketones from reductive ozonolysis of the alkenes. Second method of conversion of alkene into aldehyde and ketones is Wecker process, and this method is generally used for the industrial preparation of acetaldehyde, in which we take this particular ethene and this on oxidation in presence of the SAD catalyst will get converted into acetaldehyde. So this is Wecker process. So the second method of conversion of alkene into aldehyde, specifically the acetaldehyde, is the Wecker process by which it can be converted into acetaldehyde. Third method for the conversion of alkenes to aldehydes is OXO process, and this reaction is also called as the hydroformylation reaction. In this, we generally use the water gas, means carbon monoxide and H2 at a high pressure and at around 370 Kelvin temperature, and this particular reagent will convert this alkene into aldehyde. In this method, hydroformylation method, OXO process method, we generally get the mixture of isomeric chain and branched chain aldehydes, which can then be separated out. So this is another method of conversion of alkene into aldehyde and ketones. So overall, we can convert alkene into aldehyde and ketones by reductive ozonolysis method, by Vickers process, and by OXO process or hydroformylation reaction. Now we will study the next substrate from which we can get aldehyde and ketones, and that is alkynes. Alkynes, simply on hydration, or simply we can say that acidic hydrolysis, this one is the acidic hydrolysis, will get converted into enol, which is less stable, and this enol will tautomerize into ketonic form. So this is in tautomeric form. So this will tautomerize. This is basically a form of keto-enol tautomerization, right? Generally we have Markovnikov addition, and H2O is added to the carbon-carbon multiple bond. So we get this particular enolic form, which will get further converted into the ketonic form, right? So this is keto-enol tautomerization, and this is a method of conversion of particular alkyne into aldehyde and ketones. Here are some more examples by which we can get our product. For example, this is alkyne, and on acidic hydrolysis will get converted into this enol, which on tautomerization will get converted into ketone. Similarly, this is your alkyne, which on acidic hydrolysis will get converted into enol. Now the OH group, means the hydroxyl group, is being attached to this carbon. That's why it was a Markovnikov type of addition, and will finally get converted into ketone. Similarly, this is acetylene and will get converted into acetaldehyde. So acetylene, which is the simplest alkyne, on hydrolysis in presence of acid will get converted into acetaldehyde, or simply we can say that it will be converted into aldehyde. And other than acetylene, other alkynes will get converted into ketones. For example, acetone from this particular alkyne and this ketone from this particular alkyne. So this is another method by which we can prepare aldehyde and ketones by alkynes. This is another method of synthesis of aldehyde and ketone by using hydroboration oxidation of alkynes. We know that it include two different type of reaction. First one is the hydroboration, and then deboration reaction, or simply we can say that oxidation reaction. Generally, hydroboration reaction can be achieved by using B2S6 tetrahydrofuran complex, which is the best complex, which is the best hydroboration reagent ever used. In contrast to this B2S6 in presence of tetrahydrofuran, we can also use different other types of borane which are available, which are generally sterically more hindered. And the reason of using sterically more hindered hydroboration reagent or the borane is because that alkynes will get converted into alkenes only. Otherwise, if we will use B2H6 in presence of tetrahydrofuran, at that time reduction can happen and more hydride can be donated. Because of that one, reaction will go up to single bond level. But here we are using DC-amyl borane, which is basically a sterically hindered borane and can be used for selective hydroboration reaction. So this particular borane is used here so that only one hydride can be sifted, because it contains only a single hydride group. So this particular hydride will be sifted, and finally on oxidation this particular BSiA2 will be replaced by hydroxyl group, and this is your enolic form, and this enolic form will on tautomerization get converted into your ketonic form. So this is the aldehyde that is obtained by hydroboration oxidation of this particular alkyne. Remember one thing, that if we are having hydrolysis in presence of acidic medium, at that time reaction will be proceeding in Markovnikov way. But hydroboration of alkynes followed by its oxidation followed by deboration reaction, it will be proceeding in anti-Markovnikov manner. So here from this particular alkyne, now this particular alkyne is getting converted into aldehyde. You remember this alkyne, and in previous slide this particular alkyne was getting converted into acetone. So this is the way by which the same substrate can be converted into two different kind of the products by using two different kind of reaction. The one was simple acidic hydrolysis, and the second one was hydroboration followed by deboration or followed by oxidation reaction. So this is a synthetically very important reaction, and the most important point in this reaction is that addition will be in anti-Markovnikov manner. Second one, the addition will be syn if we are particularly talking about the stereochemistry, and the third one is we will have to use sterically hindered borane, right? So this is the reaction by which we can obtain aldehyde. This is another molecule of the alkyne which on hydroboration oxidation will get converted into this particular aldehyde. So this is another method of conversion of alkynes into aldehyde and ketones. Now the next one is, if we want to prepare aromatic aldehydes, then how it can be obtained. So the best method by which we can obtain the aromatic aldehyde or the ketones, simply if we are particularly talking about the ketones, aromatic ketones, Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction is the best way, in which, as we know, that this is a case of aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, which is the most common reaction of the benzene ring, in which the H positive of this particular benzene ring will be replaced by RCO group, acylium cation. If I am talking about the mechanism of the reaction, it is a typical electrophilic aromatic substitution mechanism taking place in two steps. In the first step, the double bond of benzene ring will attack on acylium cation. And how the acylium cation was obtained? If I am talking about conversion of this acid chloride into acylium cation plus AlCl3, Lewis acid, this will form RCO positive. This is the acylium cation. So this acylium cation is synthesized, and after formation of acylium cation, the benzene ring will attack on the acylium cation and lose its aromaticity, and aranium ion will be formed. So the first step, because the benzene is losing its aromaticity, the first step will be rate determining step. And in the second step, after formation of the aranium ion, that aranium ion will lose H positive, and when it will lose the H positive, that will get converted into the aromatic ketone. So this is the another method by which we can prepare aromatic ketones, that is Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, in which we are using this acid chloride along with AlCl3, which act as a catalyst, and this particular ketone will be synthesized. Now the method of preparation of aromatic aldehyde is, one is the Gattermann's aldehyde synthesis, and Gattermann's aldehyde synthesis basically is a reaction of benzene ring with hydrogen cyanide in presence of hydrogen chloride HCl and AlCl3. This, first of all, this particular reagent, that is HCl and AlCl3, on first reaction will get converted into imine, and that imine will finally on hydrolysis will get converted into benzaldehyde. So benzaldehyde can be prepared from benzene by Gattermann's aldehyde synthesis reaction. Next reaction is Itard reaction, in which toluene is converted into acetaldehyde. Basically, toluene on treatment with chromyl chloride in presence of carbon tetrachloride, followed by a hydrolysis reaction. So this is your chromyl chloride. So first of all, this particular toluene will get converted into this particular product, which on further reaction with water will get converted into benzaldehyde. So this is Itard reaction by which you can convert toluene into benzaldehyde. This is another method of conversion of carboxylic acid into ketones, and how it can be synthesized. It can be synthesized by using Grignard reagent or organolithium reagent. Generally we use organolithium reagent, and that organolithium reagent is our phenyl lithium. So when carboxylic acid react with phenyl lithium, so first of all dianion will be synthesized, which upon hydrolysis will get converted into hydrate, and hydrate finally lose the water molecule and will get converted into cyclohexyl phenyl ketone. So this is the method by which we can convert the carboxylic acid into first dianion, and dianion will be getting converted into the hydrate, which on losing the water molecule will get converted into cyclohexyl phenyl ketone. So this is the method by which we can convert carboxylic acid into ketones. So today's summary is, we can convert alkene into aldehyde and ketones by using reductive ozonolysis reaction, by using Wacker process, by using OXO process. Similarly, alkenes can be converted into aldehyde and ketones by using acidic hydrolysis and hydroboration and deboration reaction. And remember, in hydroboration we generally use DCamyl borane or sterically hindered borane, right? For the synthesis of aromatic ketones and aromatic aldehydes, we generally use Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, Itard reaction, Gattermann's aldehyde synthesis reaction, and finally the conversion of carboxylic acid into ketones by using the phenyllithium reagent. So that's all in today's class. Tomorrow we will discuss some more method of preparation of aldehyde and ketones.